If the cosmos is closed, there's a strange, haunting, evocative possibility, one of the most exquisite conjectures in science or religion. It's entirely undemonstrated. It may never be proved. But it's stirring. Our entire universe, to the furthest galaxy, we are told, is no more than a closed electron in a far grander universe we can never see. One way or another, we are poised at the edge of forever.
Nite with Kendra and here's your host, Kendra.
Hi, everyone. Hello, Zach. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. I'm doing fantastic. I can't complain. How about yourself?
I'm doing pretty good. I locked myself out of my bedroom this morning, and I'm pretty sure it was my cat's fault. I'm going to blame it on my cat, and then she kept me and my roommate up. But that's been my day, so.
Seems like something Janet might do.
Yeah, Janet.
But only in a fun way.
Janet just, she does all sorts of things. What can I say? She's a sweet cat, but she does into mischief.
Yes, true.
Yeah.
So besides cat mischief, what else is on? And I know that probably takes up a good amount of what's on your mind. But besides that, what's on your mind this week?
Well, I'll tell you what's on my mind this week, Zach. So, folks, we here at Left Nite know that while we're the #1 source for news coverage, we aren't everyone's source of news. There are many ways to get your news. Magazines, radio DJs, the back of cereal boxes, a lady shouting on the bus, Ouija boards, notes dropped in your locker before third period, and even MSNBC. And while we know that we are giving our viewers nothing but comprehensive coverage, finely threaded nuance, and the respect and dignity that the American political process deserves, we can't always say the same things about our competitors. Which is why, once again, in the name of staying on top, we believe that we must not become not just be the media, but a media watchdog, and make sure we know exactly what's being told to the poor folks who are not yet watching Left Nite. We will dive, once again, headfirst in the domain of war criminals and uncles, the Fox News homepage. Zach, when's the last time you've been to foxnews.com?
I believe the last time I've been to foxnews.com was the last time we did this segment.
All right, I think that is true for me as well, but I have been seeing some wild as hell headlines that they've been doing. I think the new GOP thing, which is scary because it's working, but if it weren't working at all, it would be funny. It's just calling everyone pedophiles. It's kind of gay, a pedophile, which those are two very different things.
Right. Which is so funny because like it's like one of those things. If you tell me like, oh yeah, everybody in Congress is a pedophile, that's actually more believable to me than being like, oh, the Democrats are pedophiles. No.
Yeah, and it's also interesting because like this is a party that's like, yeah, everyone's pedophiles. Also, the age to marry someone in Illinois should be 15. Like,
right. Yes. Yeah,
but obviously a lot of this is, driven by like anti-LGBTQ, specifically anti-trans sentiment. It's become part of the culture war. And now, it's become weird because people are just calling everyone a pedophile to be like, right. We need to protect the children and like.
Well, what's funny is now they really, it's like how like every other year there's just like a phrase that starts out on Twitter and then becomes like like the last one was like Karen, where like first like Black Twitter was calling people Karens, and then all of a sudden it just, and the new one it seems is groomer, and like they're obsessed with grooming, like they're 17-year-olds on Tumblr or something, like that's what they call, and anybody who interacts with children is doing grooming according to
Oh yeah, and that's why they keep calling teachers groomers for being like,
Right,
hey,
yeah.
like those people exist, and it's like that doesn't have to be sexual. Anyway, well, let's dive into hell, Zach. Let's just dive straight.
Let's go.
in. All right, let's see some Fox News.
Okay.
Oh man. Okay, how long will your $1 million last in retirement? Okay,
Such relatable ads, right? How long will your $1 million last in retirement?
Yeah, I totally have $1 million as someone unemployed. So the first thing, Obama phones, I forgot that Obama phones was real. Like when Obama was elected, I was 16 and I was like keeping up with the political discourse, but obviously I couldn't like fully participate. Obama
phones is a real throwback jam. I had completely forgotten. So what is it? Biden admin justifies controversial move with need to check in on illegal immigrants. So what is it? So what? So that means that people who don't does that mean people who don't have their citizenship or whatever may need to be called by a judge or something? So they need to have a phone. Is that
what was, because Obama phones, people were like, oh, Obama's giving everyone an iPhone or whatever, like, right? Like, it's good. What actually happened?
That would be cool if he did.
Yeah.
No, I think my understanding of Obama phones, which I have not thought about in a very long time, but thank you for bringing this one back, is that there's laws that make sure everybody has a phone, like dating back to the 80s. And all they did was under the Bush administration, they updated it to not be a landline. And then that sort of rolled over into the Obama years, it became the Obama phone for reasons that, who can say exactly why it was called the Obama phone? Who can say why it's being called the Obama phone 2.0 rather than the Biden phone?
I mean, they're calling it the Obama phone because they know they want to conjure up that racial hate, oh man, that black dude that was giving away phones, we hate that.
Yes.
Wild. Yes. But yeah, so yeah, people need phones. We have Biden may get unexpected house guests courtesy of border state government. I don't know what that means.
Yeah, again,
reporters
on Biden. Let's not scroll past this. If we go up a little bit, this rules just a little bit up there is
this rule
on.
Thank you.
Yes,
Thank
on
you.
the right there, we have a gas price that is like a COVID counter per state, but instead it's by the gas price.
Oh no!
Oh wow, that's pretty cool that they've done that. They're doing this with gas prices,
and of course,
just
oh sorry,
just by a cursory glance. This just looks like a cost of living map, but
yeah, but of course they shaded the Republican the states that tend to be Republican blue, the states where things tend to be lower, it's blue, and then the states, red is, it's the opposite. Never mind.
Right? It's the opposite. No, yeah, because it's so if it's at 3.8, it is blue, but if it's at 4.4 is where it becomes red. So yeah. So we've already talked about how on this show about how gas price discourse is among the most.
Oh, did Zach leave?
Did we just lose somebody? Did we lose me?
I hear you, Zach. I just can't see your screen move. Do you hear me? Oh no.
Folks in the chat, let us know which one of us is fucking up right now.
Wait, Zach, do you hear me? This is so sad. Oh no. Oh no.
I do hear you now.
Okay. I'm moving. I could. Okay. Everything's cool now. Okay.
Yes.
Rachel Jane Andelman hears both of us. Yeah. So yeah, gas price discourse. The gas prices have little, if nothing, to do with the policies of the current president. And if the gas prices spiking right now, it's mostly a cash grab. because of course there is a very terrible war in Ukraine and Russia, and that has some influence, but we barely get any of our oil from Russia. It's really just people exploiting.
I think it's cool that that the Saudis are also raising their gas prices on us as the U.S. just like pays for them to commit a genocide, and they're just like, yeah, well, it's going to cost more for you to help us do that. The
U.S. is all about genocide.
Right. I guess it is game respect game a little bit there.
God. It's definitely bad. But yeah, let's see. So we have Democrats spar with big oil execs over high gas prices. Did Joe Biden help Hunter's business partner? I don't know how much I should care about like the messaging around Hunter Biden. Like
sparring with big oil execs makes them seem cool. I don't know.
Right?
That actually makes them seem way cooler than they are. See that. Maybe I should read Fox News because I'm like feeling good. Morale of the Border Patrol Agency is low. That's great.
That's amazing.
Like some of these stories are actually feel good. Let's see. Support of the mind-boggling ending of Title 42. I don't know what that is. I think it's probably something stupid.
Let us, if you know what it is, let us know.
If you know what Title 42 is, sign off in the chat.
It's a Douglas Adams reference, actually, and the Republicans love Douglas Adams.
Yes, they're big Hitchhikers books reader. Reporters call on Biden to simply ignore Supreme Court decisions. Again, very cool. I hope he heeds that call. I don't think he would, but that sounds great.
Title 42 is actually the policy to expel migrants at the border. Way less cool than Douglas Adams. I don't like it. Plot twist in Will Smith's Oscars controversy. That's so annoying. They're reporting on that.
Slap on the wrist is what they go with there. So these are some really genuine, like really good sub headlines here. If you look at this quartet here: surprise, blind justice, candy coated excuse, slap on the wrist. Just like it's all very sort of search engine optimized for somebody whose brain is failing and they just want to read things.
Yeah. Okay. So real talk. I thought that little picture of Jan Psaki, or however you Psaki, I thought that was Shiv from Succession for a second, but it's obviously not. It's just her talking. It would be cool if it was Shiv.
White House response to reports that Joe and Hunter were once office mates. What does that mean?
I guess they worked in the same office. I don't know. And then news outlets wake up to Biden family scandal. I don't know what the Biden family scandal is. Like, what is it? I have no idea. Oh, Zach, are you? Oh no, did Zach leave again?
Can you hear me?
Now we can hear you. Yeah.
Have we addressed in the top corner here that Mel Gibson and Mark Wahlberg are going to be on the Ingram angle?
I don't like that. Is that true? Oh my god. I mean, neither of them are redeemable, but I still like don't want it to happen.
Dang.
Are they just talking about them, or
no? It looks like they're gonna be on it.
Fucking stupid.
If Mel Gibson, Mark Wahlberg, and Laura Ingraham were in a room together and there were no cameras, who says a racial slur first?
Oh my god! Oh god! They all say the N-word at the same time after a count of 3. That's what happens.
That's what they all just do it.
1, 2, 3. Yeah.
Oh wow! I bet
they are really on that show. God damn. Okay. I don't know why I expected different. I don't know why. Anyway.
What are they going to talk about? I mean, they have a new movie coming out.
I think they're talking about cancel culture.
While they're promoting their new movie.
Yeah, like a man who like has driven drunk and like said anti-Semitic slurs on camera, yes, and another man who committed a hate crime, and yet both are still prominent actors to this day. They are both going to talk about cancel culture.
Yeah, really. Oh boy, it's
so stupid.
It's really. But you know what? I bet there's I bet you there's a lot of people who hate Fox News who are going to make a lot of money off of this movie. So I bet you there's everybody's got their fingers in this pie. I would guess.
It's fucking stupid. Oh, Mel Gibson was born in Peekskill, New York. I thought he was. Oh, he is Australian. Okay, I was like, I thought he was Australian. Yes. But yeah, the time around the town I grew up around is racist, so that tracks.
Yes,
unfortunately.
Yes. Wait, is Peeksville? Is that upstate New York or is that Long Island? Where is that?
No, it's upstate. I don't associate with Long Island. Okay, I have barely been on that strip of glacial trash. Okay,
right. I'm just saying that if we want to talk about the racist parts of New York, I mean that's the.
I mean, it's
sort of
It's like half of New York City and the rest of the state, basically.
Yes. And so that's yes, and then he moved to Australia, a place more racist.
Yes,
probably
lots of racism. All right, let's keep scrolling down the page. I'm like going through all of Mel Gibson's like controversies. Wait, was he the one? Was he the one that said he's the one that said yes? Okay, he said something really anti-Semitic, and then he told his ex-girlfriend that if he got raped by a pack of N-words, she would be to blame. He doesn't seem like a great person.
No, he doesn't seem like a great person, and I don't necessarily know who is the Mel Gibson's resurgence for. Like,
I think so Robert Downey Jr. and journalist Allison Hope Weiner advocated for forgiveness for Gibson in 2014.
Yep, that makes sense to me.
Oh, God, Jesus,
makes sense to me.
Well, anyway, so let's keep going down this page. Gavin Newsom has to pay for California lawlessness. I don't know what that means. Stacey Abrams goes from debt to millionaire. U.S. targets Putin's kids with rude awakening over Kremlin's war crime.
Oh boy, hold on. Let's look at Fox Nation on the right there, which is where you get the real uncut stuff, the stuff that does not have to follow any sort of standards. Red alert: China versus Taiwan. Big old communist.
In there?
Yes, yeah. Russia, famously anti-communist Vladimir Putin with a big old hammer and sickle next to him.
Yeah. Oh God. Okay. This is so sad. This is just making me sad. It's okay. This is good. We're still gonna make jokes. I'm just like, God, the state of journalism right now. Let's see. So we have that. Definitely like red fear baiting, whatever. Let's go down. Dime for a change. Fed signals next move on interest rates, which I don't really know. Oh, there's also the Disney stuff. Everyone's saying Disney's too woke.
Oh boy. I don't. All right, let's hear them out. Well, they crossed a line. Protesters plan a rally at Disney's California park. This guy. All right. Look, it looks like these people are definitely adult Disney people who, again, should probably not have rights. I do believe
right.
they should have any rights that they may have should be suspended. Yeah, so if a sort of crossover between adult Disney people and Fox News is probably something that we would want to quell sooner rather than later, because that is dangerous.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. And
we click on? Let's click on that. Let's suffer.
Click on what's going on here. Yeah, let's do one in-depth one before we. Because time flies when you are slowly dying.
Also, I'm confused about the Disney woke agenda. Is it just Disney showing gay people, which they've barely kind of done for the most part?
Is there an article here, or is it just?
Oh, it might be something that
Hold the Line founder Sean Feud is speaking out. For warning, the once family-friendly cabinet will feel the effects of its left-leaning policies. Okay, well, maybe there's a Disney movie I didn't hear about that has all kinds of woke politics.
I think it's because Disney employees were like, "Hey, it's fucked up that you backed the Don't Say Gay bill," or haven't said anything about it.
Okay. Let's keep scrolling and see if they explain what. I assume when you tell me that there's a left-leaning Disney movie, I'm picturing like Disney princesses being killed by anti-monarchists, but I don't think that's where this is going to go. They're going to feel this in their earnings report, and they're also going to feel this as people cancel their subscription and as they raise their voice. If you told it, the Ainsley Earhart, I guess, is a real name of a person on Fox and Friends.
That's the whitest sounding person. That's definitely a white ass 30-year-old.
Right. And there's a 30% chance they're Mormon, I would say, with that name as well.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's definitely a Mormon name.
All right, let's see. Let's keep scrolling. Do they ever actually mention anything that they say? I'm a mom, and Disney has me rethinking everything. Denounced a new parental rights. Okay, all right. Okay, so this has to do with Disney finally said something about the heinous things that the city. Oh god, what a lineup there we have.
Wait, yeah, who's the guy with the beard?
The guy with the beard is he goes by Tyrus. He used to go by Brodus Clay. He is a former wrestler, a conservative pundit, and a multi-time sexual assault or sexual harassment has been accused of multiple times. They picked him up to be on Fox Nation and stuff, and they've had to keep switching out who he hosts his show with because he keeps harassing these women. And he's a real heinous guy, and it doesn't matter, but he was a bad wrestler too.
And my personal wrestling opinion.
Yes. So, I mean, listen, go ahead and do your thing, boycotters. Do whatever you want to do. I just want to make it perfectly clear. This is the system you like. You fucking love capitalism and you think it's so great. And guess what it does? It creates monoliths by Disney that can literally do nothing to not have a profit. There will always be profits for Disney. They will continue to make money. They will make more money than they did last year. And there is no right-wing response other than devolving into a fascism that actually suppresses Disney, which you will never do because you love your fucking thing. You will never get your friends on it because all the people you know are adult Disney people, and you're just one step weirder than the rest of them. There is nothing that will end Disney or end its profits under this capitalistic society. Sorry, but this is what you chose, and now I'm going to laugh as your attempts to control the monster that you love do not work.
Yeah. Oh no, this quote. Most of the employees, they're good. They're Christian. They love America. They just want to create safe content for children and see that their corporations being hijacked by a bunch of woke crazy people there and trying to indoctrinate kids with this crazy sexualization. This is
very, very fascinating ellipses there.
Yeah,
Hijacked by a bunch of woke ... crazy people. What did you say in that ellipses?
Yeah, but this is very Reagan-esque, just tying like, oh, like all gay people, all LGBT people are actually really into like teaching children about sex.
Yes.
And like you could teach, I mean, I know everyone watching knows this, but it's just so easy to teach about like, you know, their like sexuality and gender identity without going into sex. So you could just be like, this girl likes other girls. Like, she has a crush on this girl, and then like, oh, like there's a girl, there's a boy, and then there's not, like, it doesn't,
right.
There's no sex.
It's very it's very, people are very upset. And to be clear, Disney does not care about gay people. They care about gay people's money. Like that. That's all that they care about. They do not have any morals. In some aspects, as a publicly traded company, it's illegal for them to have morals. It's just, they're just here to make money, and that's how you like it. And you do not, your buying dollar is peanuts to them. They don't care. Yeah, they don't care. But the rally is taking place on Wednesday in Burbank. So if anyone wants to fuck up that rally or just like be really, I feel like it might be one of those things where like 2 people show up. I don't know. We'll see. No, it's going to be, so it's interesting that they're not doing it in Florida, which is the state where there's actually the Disney World is. They're doing it in Disneyland in California, which has nothing to do with the Don't Say Gay bill. And I think that it will get a lot of people, because something that people have realized in the like last couple of years about like these like wacko protests in Florida or in California is just so full of like failed actors who just became like people who think that the right herbs will make them live forever. And so California is full of the type of people who won't believe anything and have a lot of time on their hands. So I believe that there will be some show up by the worst people. And again, I know last week we talked about how it's bad for the police to throw protesters in unmarked vans. I will give a one-time exception to the rule for adult Disney fans who are mad about wokeness. But it shouldn't be a cop unmarked van. It should just, you put them in a van and then show them Disney cartoons. Or not Disney cartoons, sorry, Nickelodeon cartoons. Put them in a van and play Rocko's Modern Life and be like, this is true degeneracy, okay? You don't even know what you're talking about. Anyway, right. We are just about out of time today, but that was a dive into the other side, which, you know, each time we do this, I am incredibly worried about America, but it's fine. Yes. And as the point was made, all the stupid people are boycotting Disney, so shorter lines for everybody else. Yes. Yeah. All right. I got no closing thoughts today, so all right, take us home. Well, yeah. All right. Well, thank you so much, everyone, for watching. Please tune in to Honorable Mentions with Rachel Jane Endelman at 9:30. This has been Left Night, and we will see you next week.
If the cosmos is closed, there's a strange, haunting, evocative possibility, one of the most exquisite conjectures in science or religion. It's entirely undemonstrated. It may never be proved. But it's stirring. Our entire universe, to the furthest galaxy, we are told, is no more than a closed electron in a far grander universe we can never see. One way or another, we are poised at the edge of forever.